Hey everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steven. In my hands I have the Caddx Protos Digial FPV system for new drone pilots. So this is the first system of its kind at the price. The price is extremely low for digital, and it comes in this box and you get this carry case along with it. It's a really good deal. And it is ready to fly, so you do get the drone, you do get the remote, you do get the goggles digital, you do get the battery for the goggles, and you get 3 batteries for the drone. So in my opinion, it is value for your money. First thing you need to know is since it is digital, that means you have a digital image coming back into your goggles, and it records digital as well. It records at 1080p 60 frames per second. Next thing you need to know is this little guy is under 250 grams, and the 3 batteries you get with it, each battery will give you 10 minutes of flight time. Next thing you need to know is this remote is ELRS, and this remote will have a range of 3 kilometers. And the last thing you need to know is it is designed for beginners, so on the bottom there are sensors. In other words, if your grandma wanted to fly this, she could fly it because it does have a stability position hold mode. You're going to see me flying that when I fly indoors. It also has a professional acro mode for professional pilots, so you can do your flips and rolls and fly really fast. I'm going to fly in that mode when I take it outdoors. You'll see that too in this review. So watch my review, then watch what comes in the box, and then come back to me and I'll tell you some more about this little guy. Indoor flight. So let's grab a battery. I'll take one from the center. As soon as you push the battery in, this will power on. Watch. So I'll push it in slowly and then I'll push it in quite aggressively. There we go. It's on. Lights, everything. I'll stick it beside me so it's going to take off right here. Next, we take our remote, drop the left joystick to the bottom, and then press the power button. You normally turn this on first, then this guy, but it really doesn't matter because it is designed, the communication system, that this and this will connect. These lights should stop flashing at some point, little beep, and now they're solid red, ready to go. Then you take your goggles with the included battery, press the power button. I think you press it once or twice. I should see a bunch of LEDs on the front if I did it right. There we go. And then when you see all the LEDs light up, put this down. It takes a second, but this will power the goggles because it's plugged in here. The front of the goggles should light up. Are they lighting up yet? There they go. When they light up, they're on. That means you have a display and everything is connected. It's that simple. So I'm going to go fly. It's really easy to fly, and I'm going to fly in position hold mode. That means the little sensors at the bottom of this baby are going to work their magic. There we go. So I've got it over my glasses. Position hold mode, arm, go up. Not too high. So it's right beside me, coming down. I'll go up again. Get it away from my arm, my head. Get off of my head. And then let's go forward. Things I do for videos. Okay. So there's a little sensor at the bottom that's looking down. So it is discovering how high you are off the ground. So as I fly over objects that are at different heights, it will adjust itself. It may make a different sound as the motors speed up or slow down. So let me go full speed. There we go. In position hold mode, I'll go much faster, go through, and I'll show you some cool things you can do. So it's very easy to fly. And go over the table. You hear it change pitch as it flies over. There we are. And let's go around one more time, and I'm going to show you something really cool with this thing. So go through. How is the video display? It should look pretty cool because it is digital. There we are. The faster you fly too, the more height it will lose. Okay, let's try this. So we're going to come down a little bit. Oh, let's go backwards. Fly backwards a bit. And then go down. And we're going to go under this table. So let's go down. I don't want to land, but I want to get low. So let's go back a little bit more. And there we go. And now I'm just going to push it forward. It should hold that height. And I should be able to fly under this table. There we go. Let's go through the whole thing. And then up. And then let's come on back to me and I'll land right beside me. So you see me over here? Go over here. Go over this way. Come on over. How about right here? And then down, hit the arm switch. There we go. I keep touching myself with this drone. Anyways, this thing is really easy to fly. I mean, if you can't fly this little baby, There is seriously something wrong with your hand-eye coordination. Now currently outside it is really dull, overcast, but I'm going to leave this in position hold, fly straight out this way through my patio door into the backyard, which is freezing cold outside, just around my backyard and then back in. I just want to try that. Then on a sunny day I'll take this and fly it in acro mode and we'll see how well it does. But let's do this little flight in the backyard for now. Okay, so this is the patio door and it might even be raining out there. I don't know. It's not looking too good outside. But I will say the video reception, digital video reception from this guy to the goggles is actually really good. Even though these goggles have the antennas right here and they shoot forward, I'm going to fly this way in my backyard. So these goggles are not facing the drone at all, but I'll still get a good reception. Put these on and try not to hit myself. Let's arm it. Go up. I'm using the same battery, not too high. There I am right there in the image. I'll go slowly forward. Going through to the outside. There we are. So there's my backyard. You can see it's a miserable day outside. And this shows you how good the reception is. So once again, I'm not even looking at the drone. The signal has to go through the house, out into the backyard, and I'm not even facing in the correct directions. I'm looking away from this drone, but look at that. That's pretty good. So this is position hold mode, and this is the only one I'm going to fly in for today. I'm going to do a second flight in acro mode, and when I do that, it's going to be a nice sunny day, not a dull day like today. All right, let's come on back in. You're looking at this door saying, you can't fit through there. Well, of course I can. This thing's got position hold. It's so simple to fly. Go through, over the chair, over the chair. I got to repeat it a few times. Around the chair. And hit the arm switch. There we go. So it's a really, really good quad to fly, and it is digital. Check this out. What is this up here? That is blue sky. So that means I get to take this guy for an acro manual mode flight. Let's see how it does. Now, one thing I want to warn you, if you're like me and you have glasses that tint automatically with UV lights, when you put your goggles over, it's like nighttime. So I've got to deal with that until they lighten up. So I'm going to be flying in the dark for a bit here. Here we go, acro mode, and let's go. Oh wow, this thing has got a lot of power. Look at this. This is awesome. Now, once again, I am flying. I'm seeing everything in the darkness due to my glasses, but it's sunny enough outside that I can actually fly this. Look at this, whip right by me. This is really good in manual acro mode. Oh my God, they didn't spare any expense on this. It flies really well. Come around all the guys. And the image quality is decent. Now here, let me do a little range test like I did with an analog drone I did just the other week. So we're gonna go from me, which is this way. And we're gonna go this way out to the school. So let me just see. I will head this way. I've got a bit of a cold now because of the cold. I also have the camera on here pointing more forward, so that's why I have to fly up and tilt the drone in a certain fashion. So there you go. Out to the school. Very little interference. They're very little. You probably don't see any on the screen. What happens in digital when you get interference is that your screen will freeze and you'll get less frame rates, and eventually your image will turn blotchy. But no, I didn't see much of any of that flying out to the school. So good range that way. Let's go sideways. My goggles are pointing the other way, so I should not have very much range this way. But I'm just going to go like this, and then you got to come back to the front. These goggles are 100% designed to shoot from the front. So wherever you fly, you have to be in front of your goggles for the best reception and the greatest distance. Let me just do this, do the little acro maneuvers, the basic ones I do with all the quads. There we go, nice and slow that way. And we'll spin it the other way. Yeah, it's a little hesitant. You saw what happened at the end there. It tries to right itself, so there's some sort of sensor still working. Not really sure why that happens. And then we'll try it this way. Okay. Forward's good, and how about backwards? Oh, backwards good. All right, so I think we are doing well. Go flip and spin. Whoa, yeah, it doesn't even like that maneuver. So I'm gonna bring it back. Look at all our snow down there. I'm gonna bring it back, but I will say it's pretty decent. It's not 100% tuned for somebody that wants to do professional freestyle maneuvers. It definitely it seems to run on its sensors a little bit, just like a DJI drone when you start doing flips and stuff. So anyways, let's bring her on back. Got some guys out here flying planes. Let's see, that is Sergio, I believe, and there's his plane. We'll come over to it. Yeah, checking out his plane. See, this thing's fast enough to even chase a plane. It's pretty good. Look at that. I am chasing this plane. Slow it right down. Whoa. So when you're chasing a plane, it's good to have an FPV drone that can chase planes and pull up fast enough. This one here can't. Because like I say, it's like the sensors are still on, but anyways, here it is down here. It's fine, it's on the runway. We will just bring it back. So I will say, if you're a beginner and you get this kit, you're gonna love it, because don't worry about the acro, what I just showed you, the freestyle. That's more for professional FPV drone pilots, which you will not be, because a professional FPV drone pilot or somebody really experienced is not buying this kit. This kit is designed for beginners, lots of sensors in it, so it flies like that. But I will say, even with all the sensors, it does quite well. If you wish to use this remote with an FPV flight simulator, first power on the remote, then plug in the USB cable right here and the other end into your PC. I've loaded up a flight sim and I'm gonna go really fast around this island. I'll let the camera focus on the screen and let's go at high speed. Now, to fly really fast, the joysticks on this remote have to be extremely sensitive, and they're just the right amount. So I can fly really fast, really low to the ground, and miss all the trees. I can even do a little bit of acro, and I can come back and fly through a few things over here. Let's try this. Go through here, and let's go crash up here. The reason I say crash is because every time I try to go through this, I usually crash. Let's try it. There we go. Anyways, totally usable with a flight sim. Here we have the box the Protos arrives in. Inside that box you'll find a hard carry case. Inside that hard carry case you'll find the Protos and all its components. First item would be the user manual, followed by the tiny Protos FPV drone. You'll notice there are sensors on the bottom. The drone arrives with tri-bladed props on brushless motors. The battery is a proprietary lithium-ion battery at 840 milliamp hours. 3 batteries are included in the kit, as well as a battery charger. Even a wall adapter and USB cables are included. In the kit you'll find 1 spare canopy and 1 spare set of props. The included remote is a Mode 2 with the throttle on the left. This port is used for charging and flight sims. There are plenty of buttons and switches, but none are labeled. On the front there appears to be an option for a future antenna. The included digital goggles are surprisingly small in size. The buttons on the side control the interface. To record your flight video you must add your own microSD card here. The faceplate is made of soft, removable foam. To keep everything clean, a microfiber cleaning cloth is included. A battery and power cable are included. You simply plug in the power cable into the bottom of the goggles. The weight of the Protos is 61 grams. Add the battery and you're up to 103 grams. Alright, so you're back to me. Now, one thing I really like about this kit is that this remote is ELRS, so I can use this remote with pretty much any FPV drone in the FPV hobby, which is a nice bonus. Second thing I like is that these goggles are digital. Look at how small they are for digital goggles. They are much smaller than some of the box goggles I've shown for analog, so they don't weigh very much on your head, which is a nice touch. And the display inside is outstanding at digital. It's 4.5 inches, I think. But for people like me who wear glasses, you cannot, out of the box, fit these goggles over your glasses. How did I do it in my review? Well, it's pretty simple. You see this rubbery faceplate type stuff? Well, it's just Velcroed on. So on the sides, I pulled it out as far as it can go on the sides, and that will then fit over your glasses. But if that doesn't work for you and you need the inserts that go inside for your glasses, well, Caddx does sell them and you can check it out on the website. Next thing you need to know is there is no place in this drone to record video. All the video you saw was recorded in the goggles on the little micro SD card that I placed up here. So it's not designed for this to be like a DJI drone where you record on the drone itself. No, it only records the signal coming back to you in the goggles. Now, because there's no option to record video in the drone, that means there's no video stability in the recording. In other words, if you fly and you are aggressive and move this way and are very jerky, your image is not going to look that great. So you got to fly smooth because everything is recorded in the goggles without stability. So the goggles in the drone, to get the video going back and forth and the range and everything, works on the Caddx Ascent system. So what's in here is Caddx Ascent, and these goggles will only work with Caddx Ascent. But that new system by Caddx is going to take the market by storm, because if you look on the website right now, you can get the camera and transmitter for like $35, something like that. That's insane. It's digital. Not only that, you can buy these goggles plus the camera and transmitter for $184. So if you're somebody like me who likes to put cameras in drones, it's going to cost you next to nothing. Or if you want this entire kit with the 3 batteries and everything else, it's selling for around the $350 range. So my prediction is, due to the low prices of the Caddx Ascent digital system, you're going to see other systems like HD0 probably disappear. You might even see analog eventually disappear, because why would you pay $35 for an analog camera when you can pay $35 for a digital system? So with all that said, I'm going to put links below to where you can find this product, and I think it's available on many different websites. I'll put a link to the Caddx website and maybe some other websites. If I have any discount codes, I'll include them. But honestly, it's Black Friday when you're watching this, and everything's on sale. So if you have any questions on this product, post your questions below and I'll get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that very much. And I will catch you in a future video with many more cool products. Until then, I say bye.